Hi guys, I'm just going to go over 6.1, so a new unit here, the final unit from the text, unit 4 from our class. The final unit, sorry, not from the text, but the final unit for our course, 6.1 today, all the way through I think 6.7, and then that's about it for the course. So we're going to be looking at the equation y equals mx plus b. So y equals mx plus b, I'll write that out here, y equals mx plus b is the general equation for a line where we sub in m and b, m being the slope and b being the y-intercept. So in question number 1, it says what's the slope and what's the y-intercept of this guy here. What's going on here? Of this guy here. There's your slope, there's your y-intercept. Just be careful with your signs. If there's a negative anywhere, include the negative. Okay. The next question that I want to do, I'm going to jump around a bit, is 1e. And that gets into equations like this: y equals 3. So y equal 3 is equal to 3 is a horizontal line, so it goes across like this at 3. So at every point on the x axis here, so as we move left and right, y is always 3. It's horizontal, so we've done this a few times now. Horizontal lines have a slope of 0, and the intercept will be this 3 here. Okay, it's where it hits the y-axis. So the intercept is 3. So that's your equation. And again, if you want to think of it this way, we have y equals mx plus b. What is going on here is you have 0x plus 3, and this disappears, so then you just have y equals 3. So that's consistent with our equation of y equals mx plus b. 0 slope, 0 times x is 0. So mx becomes 0 and just kind of disappears, and then b is b, and y is equal to 3. Okay, 2a, find the slope and the intercept. You can take the slopes right off the charts, off the graph, sorry, by counting the rise over the run. I have decided to do it the long way, just to show you again that we can do it this way. Delta y over delta x, which is y2 minus y1. So I haven't written that one in a while. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So you get your 2 points. We're going to call this point 1, and sorry, I keep using the wrong thing here. We're going to call this point 1, and we're going to call this point 2. So these numbers were taken directly from the graph itself, the point 1, 1, and the point 0, negative 2. That would make this x1 and y1, and that would make the 0 x2 and the negative 2 y2. So when you go y2 subtract y1, y2 subtract y1 is minus 2 subtract 1, which is negative 3. So that's negative 3. And then on the bottom of x2 minus x1, x2 is 0, there's your 0. x1 is 1, minus 1, 0 minus 1 is minus 1. I have negative 3 divided by negative 1, which is plus 3. So be careful with your signs there. Okay, so my slope is 3. So that's m. Okay, so m is 3. My slope is 3. And then if I want to know what b is, I have to go back and look at the chart, the graph, sorry. And in the graph, I have I go through the point, the y-axis, sorry, at negative 2. So b is negative 2. So my equation is y equals 3x minus 2, because there's my slope and there is my y-intercept. Okay, in 4, we're going to do a bunch of questions here that talk about the horizontal and vertical lines. Okay, so again, if you have a horizontal line here, that horizontal line will have no slope, a 0 slope, and the intercept of wherever it crosses through. That was a 2, so your equation will look something like this, y equals 2. A vertical line is different. A vertical line, so if this is your vertical line right here that goes through 2, it's where it's going to be of the form x equals 2. Okay, so there's no y equals mx plus b because there's no slope. So remember from last unit, we had a vertical line and we talked about the slope of a vertical line, and what happens is you divide by 0 because your delta x is 0. You don't change anything, and anything divided by 0 is undefined, so we can't have a slope. Okay, So there's no slope in a vertical line. Remember I was talking about the roofs. A roof that is flat, like this one here, has a slope of 0. This is not a roof, so it's undefined, no slope. Okay? So no slope. Every equation that is vertical is of the form x equals whatever this is. The other thing is this: if it goes straight up and down, it's parallel to the axis. It doesn't have a y-intercept. Okay? So there's no b, there's no m, there's nothing. Okay? There's just this x equals 2. Let's keep going. 6c, if we just want to talk about the slope and the intercept, write the equations, all you're going to do is replace the m and the b with what's there. Note that if you don't have an e, for example, if there's no slope, right? No slope is going to be a vertical line, right? So it's going to be of the form x equals minus 4. So you got to remember that, okay? No slope. Sorry, I'm wrong. No slope. Undefined slope is like that, but this is slope of 0, so that's going to be y equals 4, minus 4, okay? So you got to remember that, okay? In 7, we look at these lines here, y equals minus 5, that guy here is going to be horizontal, okay? Slope of 0, and it goes through negative 5, and x equals 1, anything that starts with an x goes up and down, okay? So again, kind of think of this, all the lines we've been talking about with slopes, they go up, they go down, they're positive, they're negative, they're that sort of thing, okay? But the guy that goes straight up and down has no slope. Every other line we have starts with y equals something, y equals 2, y equals 3x plus 2, y equals whatever. The vertical line is the anomaly, and it's going to start with an x. Okay, so x equals 1, x equals whatever. Okay, hope that helped. Take care.